What's going on, Bourbon family? It's the Bourbon Bro Jay. This evening, I have a couple special guests with me. I have Makai, I have Uncle Ty, and I have my father-in-law King. We're going to be reviewing some Heaven Hill products, and we're going to see which ones we enjoy the most and which one is our favorite out of all the 6 bottles that we'll have this evening.
My favorite out of the three, I think I had to go with the crowd. One of the, I think it was the All Views Bottle and Bond. That was my favorite. It had a much more fruitier taste, much more delightful to the palate.
Of the three.
Of the three, I mean, I'm partial because I love wheated bourbons, and so this 19-year-old to me was my pick.
And now overall.
The six overall had to be the 19.
Okay.
All right, MG.
Okay. So for me, my absolute favorite will always be the bottled and bond 7-year-old Heaven Hill because LJ and myself was drinking this at the hospital awaiting my grandson to be born. My
So it
only
has
grandchild.
nostalgic value.
And so, as they say, tastes are associated with memory. This will always be one of my greatest memories in life. And so that would be I guess you could call it just the stock regular bottled and bond Heaven Hill. So of the three to my left, you're right. I would go with probably the 90th anniversary. Again, being a Scotch drinker first, this gave me more of I guess you could say a Highland Scotch taste.
It did.
And although that's not my favorite region, with scotches I can drink all of the regions. So this one was more my favorite.
Now out of the six.
Out of the six, I'm going with bottled and bond number 7.
Memories. Memories.
Out of the first 3, of course, I said a little bit earlier, I'm really big on caramel. So the original, you're going to want to find on all the shelves, the original Heaven Hill 7 Bottle and Bond. This is always going to be my favorite. Even though out of the actual barrel picks, All of You was my favorite. Now here, I actually have like 2 thought processes. I do really like the 19 because of the finish, but my favorite just off initial taste was the 90th anniversary. So then you may ask, what makes the finish and the original taste different? Because it's all about the memories. That's what MG was talking about. Memories is always what brings it back. So if I had to give my favorite out of these 3 plus the 6 total, it will be the 19. The Bourbon Bro J here. So for my opinion on the 6 bottles that we tasted tonight from Heaven Hill, out of my personal favorite from the bottles and bond, I'm gonna go with the All View pick, the Deltsville Honeycut. Out of these 3, this was definitely my favorite. Out of these 3, the 90th, the 19, and the Grain of Glass, I'm gonna go with the 90th anniversary as my personal favorite. Just overall, I feel like it was complex, yet it finished really nicely from start to finish. So, yeah. And out of all 6, I would probably choose the All View pick. Justin did a wonderful job with this barrel, and I'll pick this one out of the 6. What's going on, Bourbon family? Just a recap. We went through all 6 bottles. We all seem to have some different picks when it comes to which one we like, but that's to be expected when it comes to bourbon. Everybody has a different palate. They like their own things. So, let us know what your opinion is, and then we could just go from there. If any questions come up, feel free to DM me, and I can ask those questions if it wasn't answered on the video. Short form will be up on Instagram soon,
and long form will be on YouTube, so you can check that out.